Hey y'all, it's your girl ShesLoc'd and I'm back with another video. So in this video is gonna be my 2-year, 4-month lock update. I haven't made a lock update in a while. I think the last lock update I made was probably when I was 16 months locked. I don't really remember, but I know it was like a while ago. As y'all can see, I did something different with my hair. I went totally blonde. If you guys remember, I was half blonde, half black, and I just absolutely love the blonde. And you know, it took me a while to like fully go blonde because my hair has never been fully blonde before, so I had to give it some thought to make sure that's what I really wanted to do. So I'm not gonna lie, like when I first had did the whole head blonde, I didn't even know how to feel because like I told you guys, I've never seen my hair this light before. So I was just like, bro, I look a mess. Like, I felt so self-conscious. I was just like, this looks a mess, I look a mess, I should have never did this. The color surprisingly came out like all type of different colors. Like, this side is super blonde, I have, you know, just different colors on this side. I got this one super dark. It's giving me like maybe dark maroon. Like, everything was so. And then my roots, of course, I had hot roots. Like, you know, when you bleach your hair, you have to bleach your new growth last because your scalp, the heat will. So the heat from the scalp is going to churn your color real quick because, you know, when you bleach your hair and you put heat to it, it churns it really quick. So of course I had hot roots. Like, I was not feeling this color at first. I wanted to hide. Like, I wanted to hide. I did not want the world to see me. I felt a mess. But then, like, after I had posted it on social media, I think I posted it on Snapchat and I posted it on Instagram, and everyone was like giving me the fire emoji, like, and I was like, you guys are right. Like, I had to get used to it. Like, it took me a couple days to like look at myself blonde to see, okay, like, this color is pretty cute. Like, I'm digging it. I had to get used to it because, baby girl, these hot roots. But like, I honestly love it, and I honestly love how like every color is different in my locks. So as you guys know, I don't get retwist often, but this month is April 2nd, I think. Yeah, April 2nd today. So this month I will be getting a retwist in probably like 2 weeks because this month make 3 months. Last time I got a retwist was in January. But I'm gonna give you guys a 360, show you what the locks are looking like. So I have some orange, I have some blonde, I have burgundy. Like, I honestly love it though. I love it because it's like super different. I would have never guessed. So I do have a few clips of me dyeing my locks. At first I wasn't going to post it because I told you guys I was so disappointed in my hair at first. I was just like, what did I do? So I didn't delete all of them. I have a couple of clips on how I dyed it, so I'm going to insert it in this video somewhere so you guys can see. I do have, I think, 1 or 2 videos of me dyeing my locks, but I also recorded this process of me dyeing my locks. It's not that great of a video because at some point I got discouraged. I got discouraged with my locks, so the video didn't come out like super great, but you know, it's a little clip of something because, you know. Yes, but I'm in love with it now. I am super in love with it now. And also, I did add some lock jewelry in my locks. Nothing too crazy, you know. Just because it's been a while since I've had lock jewelry, so I was like, well, new color, I might as well add some excitement to it. So yeah, so let's get into the update of my locks. Other than they're blonde and they have new lock jewelry, not much is really going on with them. Of course, I have loose hairs like all around. I tried wrapping it around my locks, but honestly that doesn't help. Like, they, once I wash it, or like when I spritz it with something to moisturize it with, it comes right back loose, so that doesn't help me at all. I have like a little mini afro in the front. So like the last time I got my locks interlock was last May. So May 2020, I got my locks interlock. And then, so when you retwist, when I get my locks retwisted, my roots do not lock. I can't speak for everyone when I say this, but retwist does not lock my roots. So all this is from the last time I got interlocks. So in the perimeter of my locks, my loose hair grows apart from the lock. So like, because the hair in the perimeter is so soft, it doesn't grow in the lock. Now the hair that's in the middle of my head, it doesn't do bad growing within the lock. So this is more coarse. So this has no problem growing within the lock, because my hair in the crown of my head is more coarse. But the perimeter of my hair, it's like 4A, I'm thinking. I think it's like 4A because the curl texture is very loose. So like when it comes to growing with the lock, it does not do that. Frizz. I am 2 years and 4 months into my locks, and I still have some frizz with my locks. Like, it has not, it's gone away tremendously. Like, I've had so much more frizz than I have now, but I still have some frizz with my locks. Like, you see? It's still here. But of course, like, the more mature that your locks get, the less frizz that you'll experience. But my locks aren't like all the way matured, so I'm still dealing with stuff that, you know. So other than that, like, other than growth, at this point my locks don't really do too much. Like, they've gotten heavier. My locks have gotten heavier. Like, after I hit my year mark, I started feeling the weight of my locks when I had water in them. And now, like, they feel like I could feel the weight of them. They're not heavy, of course, but I could feel the weight of my locks, which is super exciting because that means they're growing and they're getting longer. So super excited about that. This is my length. That's my length at 2 years, 4 months. And my actual 4 months is going to be on the 11th of April. Today is the 2nd, so I just wanted to make this video to put it out early. But other than that, like, I'm super in love with my locks. Like, so a lot of people on, like, a lot of YouTubers that have locks, a lot of them are going to try to scare you and tell you, do not dye your locks, don't bleach them, don't do this, don't do that. At the end of the day, it's your journey. You do what you want to do. Now, of course, like, you do your research to make sure that you take care of your locks and to make sure that everything goes well, especially if you bleach your locks, because bleach is damaging to your hair. It's literally lifting your hair. It's chemicals. So it is damaging to your locks, your hair, loose, natural, it don't matter what it is. But you just have to learn what your hair likes when it comes to moisture. You have to learn how to moisturize your locks. Of course, you're going to experience some damaging when you bleach your hair, even with moisturizing it, but it doesn't have to be super bad. So, like, you don't have to be scared to put color in your locks. Just know what your hair likes when you moisturize it. Like, take care of it. And just know, like, the higher developer that you use on your locks, the more damaging it's gonna be. There's 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50 developer. I used a 30. I used a box dye, but I used a 30 developer to hit my roots up. And so the higher you go, the more damaging it can be. I wouldn't recommend doing 40 or 50 because I think 30 was perfectly fine with lifting my color or whatnot. So I wouldn't go like super high because of course you don't want to do stuff that's going to break your hair off. So I wouldn't be scared to color your locks, but if you never dyed or bleached your locks before, I would say go to a professional. Don't do it at home. Don't go too high in the developer because it can break your hair off or it can do damage that won't reverse back. But just do research, or you know. So like, I'm not a loctician, but I do my own locks. When it comes to dyeing my locks, I do that because I don't want to pay a whole bunch of money and not get what I want. Like, if I want this, that, and the other, I know how I want it, so I do it because I've dyed my locks before. So, you know, I do it at home. I'm a DIY type of person, do it yourself type of person. So I don't feel like I have to go to a loctician to do certain stuff. But if you've never dyed your locks and you don't know what developer level you should use, please go to a professional, because one thing we cannot have you out here breaking your locks off, okay? But to moisturize them, I'm still using Lion Locks, and I love the smell of this. So in the last video, I did a review on Lion Locks, and I washed it out as a co-wash. So now I leave it in my locks because I watched another video and she left them in her locks. So definitely. Another thing I use to basically wet my hair, this is water, and I have oil in here. I forgot what oil I had in here. And I have lemongrass, and I shake it up just for the smell. And then, like, so with this, I lock it in with oil, and I use tropical roots, which my tropical roots is almost done. I like tropical roots because it's very light, it's not heavy. And then for my edges, I just use wild growth. And I need to get some oils because I'm literally out of oils. I literally don't have that much wild growth, and I want to get like black castor oil and stuff like that. That's the only heavy oil I use. I do want to try avocado oil, almond oil, and stuff like that. So I need to get some more oils, but that's basically what I use to moisturize for now until I find something else. So all in all, I could say that I'm in love with my lock journey so far. Like, everything is so perfect. I have bleached my locks. I've went back all black. Like, I've done different areas. I'm having fun with my locks, but of course, taking precaution to keep them healthy, because you don't want to have fun and then not keep them healthy. Like, you want your locks to be healthy. I want my locks for a very, very long time. So of course, I'm keeping them healthy, giving them hair food, you know, stuff like that, keeping them moisturized when they feel dry, keeping them extra moisturized now because they're bleached or whatnot. So I can't really say there's too much going on with my locks, but you know, same old, just growing, thriving. The life experience or the journey is beautiful. It taught me a lot of things, and I absolutely would not change anything about my lock journey, to be honest with you guys. So if you are thinking about locking your hair, I'm the sign. Go lock your hair. Just know how you want your hair to be locked. What method would you like your parting? If you know that you're like gonna be big on parting, what parting would you like, the sizing, stuff like that. Just go lock your hair. You know what I'm saying? Just do it. Do it. You guys, matcha latte from Starbucks, amazing. Of course, but I put like caramel shots in here. The caramel just brings it out. Like, love. It is beautiful. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and of course I'll see you in my next one.